Any sushi hater out there, I think, is going to love sushi after they see this video.
Is there such thing as a sushi hater, though?
Lots of people hate sushi, buddy.
Not after you've tried to make it on a barbecue.
Exactly. A lot of people get hung up on the raw fish. There's no raw here. Everything is fully cooked.
Which is probably not technically sushi
It's
anymore.
not. It's not.
I won't tell if you want any.
Okay, so this all starts with the sushi rice. Now that is actually surprisingly in sushi, like the most important part. I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a sushi expert. I wouldn't rival my sushi rice up against like a sushi master's, but I am proud of it. I make it with jasmine rice, which is not the traditional sticky rice, but then you pour on this solution, which is water, sugar, and seasoned rice vinegar, and it sticks together. I think it's delectable.
That is weird. It's a weird choice. I've not had jasmine rice in a
Keith's
sushi
judging me.
roll.
Keith's like, that's whenever you say it's a weird, interesting and weird means not the best choice. I'm making chicken and salmon for this barbecue sushi. And when you're making traditional sushi, you don't season the protein. You don't season the salmon. You don't season whatever else is going on in there. But there's something about cooking chicken and salmon on the grill that I'm like, I just can't put it on their seasonless.
That would be weird.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you know what? We're living in a time where like fusion is the name of the game. And
Totally.
I think like, this is not, obviously this is far from traditional sushi.
Why do you have to keep pointing that out? You're like, anyone watching this, don't judge us. This is not traditional.
Well, because it isn't. It's like painful to those people that spend
Excuse
decades
me?
and decades.
How is this painful?
Because, buddy, people spend they dedicate their whole career on learning how to make sushi the traditional way. That is seasoned with just the soy, not anything else. But that's not to say that there's no room for the new school.
Exactly, the new school and enter the barbecue school.
Yeah.
Because I made this on the grill, obviously. The salmon's cooked, the chicken's cooked. It's made on a charcoal grill. But my vibe and my inspiration for this was actually a real traditional roll known as the Philadelphia roll, which is smoked salmon. So that's why I was like, if I smoke the chicken, smoke the salmon, it's kind of traditional, if you will.
So Philadelphia roll is obviously cold smoked salmon, so it still has that raw fish vibe.
And that smoky flavor.
So why not make it hot smoked?
Exactly.
I think that has a lot more smoky flavor too, so in my books, that's a lot better.
I thought so too. And I thought this is like gonna win over people who are on the fence that maybe they've never even tried sushi. This could be like gateway sushi to people.
I think so.
Okay, so we're cooking this on a charcoal grill. Obviously, you gotta start with a clean grill. I can't stand seeing people when they're putting like food on a grill that has like caked on a million other things that have been cooked on there.
It's got like gnarly old burgers from like two seasons ago on it.
Ew, 2 seasons ago.
That's one of my biggest pet peeves.
Gross.
Yeah.
Okay, so start with a clean grill, and then I cooked the chicken and the salmon through indirect heat. So I had the charcoal baskets along the side. You don't need to worry about flare-ups, stickage, and I also put them on this. I had to check 20 minutes.
That looks good.
I put it all on a tray also for easy access to putting it onto the grill and taking it off of the grill.
So you didn't flip them at all?
Not at all.
Okay.
Not at all. Just like straight up smoked them.
Ooh.
And look at how easy that is. Sometimes with salmon, people are like, it sticks. I'm afraid it's gonna fall through the grill grates. No, easy on and off.
Those are like, I hate to sound like ultra non-foodie here, but those look like salmon fingers. Like instead of like chicken fingers, those look like the way that you cut them reminds me of like a salmon finger.
That sounds
There's no such
disgusting
thing.
and putrid. Actually, well, no.
Did I just
chicken
invent something?
Chicken fingers.
That's what I mean.
Okay, maybe parents out there, get your kids to try salmon fingers. That sounds really disgusting. I don't know what that's gonna take.
It totally does.
Okay, so these are the ingredients that I pulled from my fridge that I was like, I'm gonna put that in the sushi. Okay,
Nice.
So you have your traditionals, your cucumber, your avocado, but then I had some sweet Thai chili sauce in there, and I was like, I'm gonna pull that and see what I can do with that.
Ooh. So you got your bamboo mat.
Yes, so this is a bamboo mat, and I think it's also known as the maki su. That's what it's actually called. That's like what it's traditionally called.
How long have you been waiting to say that? It's also called the maki
I've
su.
had that one locked and loaded,
I
ready
can tell.
to come at Key, and Key's like, it's a bamboo thing.
He's like, correction, Mackie effing Sue.
I didn't throw effing in there, buddy. Okay, so you're gonna want to wrap the maki effing soup with saran wrap, because then you can let it get all juicy and gross, and then it's nice and clean afterwards. Okay, so I make sure it's nice and wrapped in there. I do a double wrap just in case, because I have made it before and it's come loose, and you don't want that to happen when you're in the middle of rolling your sushi.
Look, that's very nicely wrapped.
Yeah,
it's still flexible. It still serves its purpose, but you're right that it won't get gross.
Now for the salmon, I decided to go skin off after. I think when a lot of people are always like, when they're grilling salmon, they're like, how do you get the skin off? Blah, blah, blah. Like, what do you do here? I like taking it off after, and I'm not gonna lie to you, that's crunchy, that's delectable. I eat it.
Yeah, I was just gonna say that would be a nice little morsel you got there.
Yes, it's actually quite delicious.
I don't get when people are like, give the skin to the dog. No, give the skin to your tummy.
Exactly. I also was even gonna make it into a roll, and I didn't. I'm like, that. Imagine salmon skin roll. It's probably invented
That is
already.
a thing.
Oh, is it? Okay. See, every time you think that you invented something, you look it up, and you're like, oh, there's 50 million recipes of it.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is just me preparing the avocado.
Ooh.
And look at how perfect this one. I couldn't have timed this better if I tried.
I love that. It's really hard to get an avocado right exactly when you need it.
Yeah, this one would watch when I'm peeling off the skin. That's when you know it's right. I'm like, that looks like a fake avocado.
It does. That looks like a avocado you'd see in the movies.
Yes.
It's not real.
I literally was like, phenomenal. I don't know how I timed that.
They're
can't
never
really
ready.
take credit.
They're never ready when you need them.
This one was like, now's my time.
That's
BBQ sushi.
It's a once in a million shot.
Okay, so and then I just slice it. The inside is not like, you don't have to go crazy about like how you're preparing it. Just slice things up. Forgot to mention there's some cream cheese in the back for the Philadelphia roll. And then I just give it a little splay, mainly because it looks pretty. Mm-hmm. But then you can also know how much you have left that you're working with. Because once you get rolling, you get in the zone and things go off the rails a little bit. It's messy. It's very messy.
So I noticed you cut the nori down the center.
Yes. So I cut it down the center because I'm making traditional rolls here. And these are like the ones that you would see in like an all-you-can-eat sushi place. They're small, they're thin. I'm sure some of them maybe require the full nori, but traditionally you cut it. So this is the Philadelphia roll. I started off with the Philadelphia roll with the seaweed on the outside. Seaweed, or when you're making sushi, it's very, like, I treat it the way that I make burritos, which is I'm an overstuffer. Every time I think, I'm like, okay, I'm not gonna overstuff because it's just gonna make it a hard thing to roll. But then I just end up overstuffing anyway.
It's so true that less is definitely more when it comes to sushi. I'm the same way. Okay, those look picture perfect.
I was impressed with myself.
Those look absolutely perfect.
BBQ sushi.
And I think that the flavors would work really well there. It's the same flavors, just tweaked.
Yes.
A little bit.
Exactly. And anyone who likes salmon is going to love that, regardless of if you're not into sushi. Mm-hmm. Now, this stuff here, I think, is a must when you're making sushi. Okay, that powder is so flavorful, it's fragrant, and it just gives the overall look of sushi that you would get like at a restaurant.
There's sugar in there. That's why.
Is it? Yeah, but there's sugar in the rice too. That's why sushi is like addicting.
It is. Sushi's one of those things that it touches on all levels of the tongue. The sour, the sweet, the savory. That's what what?
Sorry, you saying it touches on all the levels of the tongue and keeping it. See, I thought that's what she said was coming.
Normally, this is like roles reversed.
Look, I've been trained to be disgusting now.
I actually meant that it just was like an umami thing, but you took it there.
It is an umami thing, but if you mention tongue and the levels of the tongue. Okay, so now this is like you said, honey, this is fusion, okay? So these are Thai flavors in a sushi roll. So this is where I incorporated the Thai chili sauce because it's sweet. Again, it's very sweet. Throw in some mayo, you get that creaminess.
Ooh.
This one was insanely good.
You know what? I think that
I'm drooling even just thinking about it.
Gone are the days where that one looks amazing too. Gone are the days where people want like a traditional everything. Like if you go on TikTok now, everything is like sushi bake, sushi this, sushi cup, whatever. It's good. No one can argue that it's good. That looks good.
It was phenomenal. It was so delicious. And then once you get going, once you have all your fillings going, you can make, depending on how much rice you have, you can mix and mingle and make all different kinds of different rolls.
Now, you do this a lot differently than I do.
Really? Okay, look. Constantly eating. I wasn't hungry at the end of this. Every roll, I was like, I'm just gonna give it a little bit of a try. And then look, I had like some of the leftover chicken at the top. Dollop that on the top. Put a little bit of sriracha on the top, and I just put this as a little extra in here. That's a cupcake tray. That's how I put my sushi away.
That looks so beautiful. And you know what? How much would you have to spend on that? That's like a party tray.
That's from the dollar store.
No, I don't mean the tray. I mean like the amount of sushi that you made.
True.
If you order that, you know how sushi places sell like a party tray?
Yeah.
And it has all the different flavors.
It's like hundreds of dollars.
That's like, yeah, exactly. It's at least like $90, especially now that things have gone up. How much would you say that costed you?
Probably not that much. Like the salmon was in that. I think the salmon was on sale. Chicken is chicken. Like everything obviously is expensive right now, but it certainly was a lot less than what you would spend at a restaurant.
And you only use a small amount of salmon, like two chicken breasts?
Yeah. So, and that made tons. I was eating it for the rest of the week. And it stayed good, actually. It stayed quite good.
That looks picture perfect, honey.
Yeah, I was very impressed with myself, very pleased with myself. I can't wait to see yours because Key's like, that's not how I do it.
It's not.
Well, I want to see how you do it.
But I want to see how you do it. If you're watching and you're like, I want to incorporate other barbecue things into sushi.
Yeah, imagine brisket. Was that what you were going to say?
Yes.
Brisket sushi.
That would be incredible.
What veg would you put in there?
Maybe a green pepper.
Ooh.
That's kind of like a Philly cheesesteak, though. But hey, someone do it.
Yeah, someone's gonna do that.
Someone please do it.
You know what? Guaranteed that's already invented out there.
Yeah,
it's already
Google
on the internet.